all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.
Yo, Chico, expose these clowns.
Yo, welcome to the Freddy Chico Show, Wednesday, relationship topics. I'm your host, Freddy Chico, and this is going to be a barn burner. A lot of people have been requesting this one. It was one of the most requested topics to revisit, so I give what the people want, and it's not for the week. Shout out to David A. Arnold, this ain't for the week. So, those that think they're going to get catered to, whether they're, I don't discriminate man or woman. This is not a man-hating show and it's not a woman-hating show. I kick the truth and nothing but the truth. So we're going to get in this. We got the rules. It's called Dating Rules 2020. Y'all better get ready. It's going down. As Kevin Hart would say, it's about to go down. There we go. Let me get that in there. Let me know if the sound is okay. And I want to make sure I am seeing everybody's comments. Hello, Lysandra, Aishan, Travis. Yes, no weakness. Number one, don't do it. Man, what's going on? All right, cool. Do me a favor, try to invite some people in. I'm going to be doing the same. Also, my YouTube people, I won't neglect you this time. I have that set up properly so I can be updated. Man, what's going on? All right, cool. Do me a favor. All right, don't want to hear that. Travis is in the building. Long time no see, man. But apologize. Oh, no, that was Andrea. Andrea was on YouTube last time, and I did not see her comments. So hopefully she'll be on, and others. Like I said, do me a favor, invite somebody, because we're going to break it down. A lot of people are telling you lies, to get your money. I'm kicking free game tonight. If you are seriously, genuinely want to be in a relationship, single people, or you seriously want to disseminate through the BS, if you are in a relationship and struggling or what have you, this is the show you don't want to miss, because I'm getting into it. We're going to discard all the old lies and myths and talk truth tonight. Unadulterated, no sugarcoating, straight shooting. We knocking out all bums. Understood? I'm going to give people an opportunity to get in. Like I said, we are discussing Dating Rules 2020. Shout out to Jeff, Horace, and before I mess up this dude's name, connected with a Josh. AMSZ. He is affiliated with Josh Horst, the comedian, and appreciate him allowing me to come on his live on Instagram. I'm an Instagram rookie, so shout out to him, and definitely looking forward to supporting that brother. Not sure where he's from, but we're gonna get that information out as soon as I get it. Y'all get it. D Smalls, welcome, welcome. That's gonna be one of them. I appreciate that, Sean. You talking about some don't have unrealistic expectations. That is one of the lists. People aren't with love. If I wasn't married, I wouldn't date anyone. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to speak on that too. Shout out to my supporters, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to call anybody else out. Tony the Storm, I see you. If I did not mention your name, I appreciate you. You know, we had the Rose Ty Sparks. Happy birthday again to Ty Sparks. See the real. The people who support me and people who say they support are two different things. You know, when I sent out the link for my shop that has opened up, people responded. You know, shout out to Stroud. I mean, the minute I sent out the thing, he went straight to the shop. So I definitely appreciate that. They back up what they say. You know, D Smalls was the first person, you know, that came through, and he just received his, and I have my first happy customer. You know what I mean? So appreciate the support. Just turned 43. Okay. All right, young buck. Has a mature mindset and be a realist, not selfish. I agree. So I just want to shout out the people who have supported, because I definitely, it doesn't go unnoticed. D Smalls, Walter, my brother, my wife, of course, and exactly, Mad Young Buck, that those people have sent out support, and they put the money where the mouth is. You know what I mean? Hey, handle your business, Alessandra. Hey, you know, Travis. Well, you know, you're young buck. It's all right, whippersnapper. But I appreciate some of y'all's already getting into it. You know, like I said, I'm trying to wait for a couple more people to get in before we get started. But I'm ready. I did not come and see some of these cats, you know, give me all this, hey, man, I can't wait for this topic, and I don't see them, you know, and some of these guys, you know, I don't sugarcoat it. They wanted to, you know, be involved with it, like, you know, come on live, and, you know, I don't play with that being late. Just let you know, if you're not on time, I can't rock with you, you know. I respect other people's time, and I want somebody to respect mine. Don't care who you are. Is it 8 months older? Yeah. You're not 8 months older. Okay, yeah, I got that. You saw I'm working for you, Lizandra. You know, you asked for the face mask. I got it up there. I can't wait to order it myself. I got a couple other things I got to put in the order for me. But yeah, that's the next thing I'm ordering. I'm waiting on some things that should be arriving Saturday, so I can speak on it. That's why I got D Smalls on here to talk about the shirt that he received and speak on it, you know, from his perspective. I never want to vouch for something that I have not physically put my hands on, because I definitely don't want to put my foot in the mouth if it's not what they say it is. You know what I mean? I don't do cheap stuff. I don't do, you know, low quality stuff, if that makes sense. You said I'm down to SOWAC someone or speak. I'm like, SOWAC, what is that? Yeah, definitely, Travers. I appreciate that. You said if they're out of your league, don't try to shoot no shot. You know better. I don't know. Shoot for the stars, but yeah, I see what you're talking about, Tony. Don't be unrealistic because I gotta tell people, matter of fact, let me make sure Yolanda with the E is in the building. Let me make sure she saw it. I think I tagged her in the other one, but you know, um, personality only goes so far. So if you can have all the personality in the world, but if you are not attractive, that is not going to work. You don't have to be attractive to me. You have to be attractive to who you want, who you are attracted to. That's a requirement. Now, some other people that might not be theirs, but each person should have their own rules too. And that's the first thing we're going to get over. And then let's get started. Other people, they'll just catch the replay. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm going to be respecters of time. The first rule that we need to get and understand is old rules. We need to get rid of those. Old rules, we need to get rid of those. The chivalry, the old-fashioned roles, a man's supposed to do this, a woman's supposed to do that. Erase them. The Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey book, erase all of that nonsense. Because when you look at the source, you will wonder yourself why you were following it. Because everything under the sun has a purpose. And when you understand what that purpose is, then you're like, okay, why were we following this in the first place? Oh, because they were doing that then. But we're not doing that now? So why are we still doing this? Exactly. And so what works for my relationship may not work for yours. And that's not making my relationship bad or your relationship bad. It's up to you and the person you are with to make those rules up. Period. It's not on Dr. Phil or whoever else who has been a psychologist or who's been, a self-proclaimed relationship expert. It's not up to none of them people. It's up to the one guy and the one girl. And if people are upset with me, don't care. I'm not talking about dude and girl. Although it can apply to it, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a guy and a girl. You know what I mean? Because it's relationships. So it's still, across the board principles when it comes to what should happen and what works versus what shouldn't happen and why this stuff is dysfunctional. Yes, old has passed away. Behold, all has become new. You said your husband is out. He said, respect one another, give me your truth, and I'll give you mine. Exactly. So I mean, if she's out of your league, just talk louder and buy some fancy bling. That's a start for dysfunction. Because unless you're going to keep doing that, because put it this way, and I'm not going to call anybody's name out on this, but if you are one that wants to keep these old rules of the man's supposed to do this, the woman's supposed to do that, understand it comes with consequences. Understand that. And if you're fine with that, do you. But more often than not, one person is okay with the rules, the other one is not. And they tolerate the rules for a certain point, and then they blow up because they've been holding in or pent up for a long time, and it explodes at the wrong moment. Exactly. You said what works for one doesn't work for all. Do what works for you and your mate. Don't let no one tell you what works for you. Everyone on the outside of your relationship can give you tons of advice and suggestions. But at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you're going to implement it or just, check it to the side. Because you're the one that's got to walk it. You're the one that's got to realize or live in whatever decision you make, not that person. So they can have the best of intentions, but screw your whole relationship up. It's the first thing, get to know the mentality of the person you're pursuing, because the physical is just an outside expression. True, it is important though. It's not the only thing, but definitely, I can see that. He said equalizer in effect. You said you did that no more. All right, man. I'm gonna hold you to that, Travis. You know what I mean? He said if she cockeyed, never cuss her out to her face. Too confusing. You stupid. You know what I'm saying? She don't know if you looking at her or looking at a dude next to you. And that's the other one. That's another one as far as, let me double check real quick here. But yeah, I'll say that as well. Be authentic from the beginning. Genuine from the beginning. There's so many things that so many people believe you're supposed to have this almost kind of interview type impression where you have to have your suit and tie on, or you have the best dress, makeup, and all this stuff. No, come authentic. Come authentic. What are you like? Don't be like Whitley on A Different World and waking up early before the guy gets up, and then get yourself all done up and then act like you was in bed the whole time and act like that's how you wake up normally. That's not real. Because one time he gonna wake up before you and gonna scare himself to death. Not gonna be cool. So understand that. Not tonight, Travis, but we'll get you in the future. Like I said, I had some other people that wanted to do something like that, Travis, but they didn't make the deadline. So in the future, we can definitely set that up. I'll have a setup for that, and we'll make it happen, Travis. But I need to see you around. You know what I mean? He said, make time for one another, make one another a priority. Exactly. You put your time into what you are passionate about. If you're not passionate about it, your actions will say what your words are not. Exactly. He said, Ishan, I want to see you in your comfy clothes. If you can take the worst of somebody, the best is just icing on the cake. Right. You said give the person the real you so they can make an honest decision. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these, and I'm picking on the girls for this, some of these girls, you take that makeup off, they literally look like another person. That's not fair. So they actually, thought they were conversing with one person and they really weren't. That's not cool. And for the guys, if you sit in there, normally you're not going to Papados, you're not going to these Ruth Chris and all that blah blah. Don't be taking her no damn Ruth Chris, because that gives her the impression that's what we're doing on a daily, and you just spending your last dime on a person that's probably a piece of crap. You know what I mean? And also in the character of a person. Like if I go to Walmart and buy a TV, I spend my money, I save my money to buy a big TV. I'm bringing that bad boy home and it's staying in my living room. It's not going to walk out. It's not going to talk back. It's mine. So when these guys are purchasing all these things and lavishing you with all these gifts or whatnot, you're that TV. So you can't be talking back and doing all this other stuff because he bought you. You're an item. So stop. You know what I mean? That's dysfunctional. And also this expectation that, and I think that's in my next bullet. Let me go ahead and put that up here. Hold on one second. No, I'm sorry. Before I get to that. Mystical stereotypes. We need to get rid of mystical stereotypes where they're like, women want to be hunted. They need to feel like they're chased. They have it innate in them that they need someone to chase them to make them feel like that person desires them. That's crap. That's something that we have been accustomed and comfortable of doing, and it means absolutely nothing. Or men desire to be hunted, or hunters. They have to hunt. They can't, it can't be too easy. They got to be hard to get. It's not something that, men would just be okay with a woman being forthright. They got to play some games for the man to be enticed by it. That's little kitty games. And if you're with that, you are a child. You are not an adult. You're not grown. Get rid of that stuff. It's okay for a woman to say, hey, you know what? I think you're attractive. It's okay. Hey, I would like to get to know you better. Guy. And look you dead in the eye and say, hey, this is what I feel. That old, we got to wait for the guy to tell you something, or you be looked at a different way because you're too aggressive, is weak garbage. Get rid of that stuff. All the Tyler Perry books, the plays and skits and all that talk about this, men are visual and bull crap. All that is a stereotype training that we pass over generation to generation. It has nothing to do with authenticity. If you personally like to do that, it's because you personally like to do it. Not because you're a man or not because you're a woman. Oh, it's getting choppy? Hold on. Hello? 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 I think that's better. What do y'all think? Let me know if this sound got better. Appreciate that. Hello? I think that's better. What do y'all think? Let me know if this sound got better. I think it's better, but let me know. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Get rid of these stereotypes. It does not. Uh-oh. What Tony talking about? Yesterday on my birthday, she cooked me a fantastic meal. She shed tears when my daughter called me at the age of 12. After 6 years not hearing from my daughter, the woman I'm dating is white material. I keep you lifted in prayer on that, Travis. You have no idea, dude. But I'm glad everything is going well with you. He said, women also understand that it's not just your time that has the potential of being wasted. His time is just as sacred, big time. Got to heart that one up. You need to bring something more than your presence to the relationship. Yes, what's between your legs is just that. It's nothing fancy. Every other woman got the same thing. Right, you say you ain't chasing nothing now, Sean. You crazy. Me neither. I ain't doing no more running. I did my last little bit of running in the military. I'm done. I retired. He said you saw her singing in the choir and saw an angel and dated. It's still dating. Now I really know we're going to marry. I didn't have anything to... She helped you with and never left no matter what happened, even in COVID-19. She's been by your side with or without anything. Like I said, I'm going to keep you lifted in prayer on that one, homie. And let God cover that. Uh-oh. Stranger in the building. Pastor Chris is in the building. What's good? Talking about dating rules tonight. We already talked about old rules and mystical stereotypes. We need to get rid of those things. All those things are null and void. You need to create your own rules, and there's not gender-specific things you should do other than, and I want to get y'all feedback on this. I believe, in my opinion, that protection is on the guy when it comes to a relationship. That's something that I'm not looking for my wife to do. But what is something that could be the equivalent for a woman to not expect the guy to do, but she's going to do for the guy. You know, y'all let me know. But I haven't figured that out yet. Turn my phone down. Y'all heard my phone? Gotcha. You said always start your day with I can instead of I can't. I'm making a sandwich. What? Ain't nobody making a sandwich? All right, so mystical stereotypes. We're done with that one. Next thing. Expectations and contributions. Now that's a big one. A lot of times, and it's on both sides. So not, like I said, I'm not discriminating tonight. Your expectations should match your contributions. If you normally live on a certain level, your expectations should be on that certain level. Now, I know some people get mad. We're like, well, you know, if you work at McDonald's, you should not be talking about nobody that has six figures because y'all not on the same level. The reason why I say that is because the work that person probably put in to get to that level is not the work that you probably are willing to do. And so that to me is a leech or a parasite. You're taking advantage of somebody else. Now, if you're just as ambitious as that person, and then someday you feel like you're going to be on that level, I can see that. But to me, I would say get there before you get into that relationship. Because to me, you know, you looking after a six-figure person so that they can give you six figures, that's a leech. That's not a real person, man or woman. You know, and if you're not willing to contribute on that same level, that's unequally yoked in that particular arena. You know, and if y'all need to look at scripture that backs that up, you know, I'll get the scriptures out to you. Got you. Well, but you don't know karate, Lasandra. Talking about you can relate. You do everything your husband does. I'm saying, but you don't know crazy. You should learn to love yourself. Stop looking for someone else to complete you. Self-esteem is esteem on yourself. You need to control it. Exactly. It's self-esteem. You know, it's not my esteem. It's not somebody else's esteem. Yeah. Well, and not picking on Yolanda, but you know, that sometimes can be, you know, abused of like, well, yeah, you know, I only make minimum wage, so I contribute my minimum wage contribution, but girl is six figures, so her contribution is six figures. No. Y'all that's wrong. Y'all in the wrong type of deal here. You know what I mean? But again, those are rules that you would have to come up with for your relationship. If you are okay with, you know, because some people, you know, will say, look, I want to be focused on the making money part. I want my spouse to be focused on keeping the home part so that I don't have to worry about the home. I don't have to worry about the bills because that person is going to, you know, take the money that I make and apply it, you know, efficiently to all the bills, and I don't have to be concerned with it. I can focus all my energies on work and making it happen here, being the expert in that, whereas he is the expert at home. And I said he and she, not just she. You know what I mean? Maria, what's going on? Welcome. Talking about you don't know no karate. You know some Wu-Tang clan? No, hold on. He said I want my yolk scrambled. We doing business together, and my finest wants is fighting to make me successful. There you go. You got to be that your first cheerleader, man and woman. You got to be the other person has to be your number one cheerleader, not somebody on the street, not some stranger, not some buddy. You know, they always say that one person you don't know is more supportive of your family that you do know. You know, like I said, I shout out to Stroud again. As soon as I put that post up, I barely talked to him. I've known him for some years. Instantly, he was on the shop and contributing and supporting. So sometimes that is the litmus test on who's real and who's faker than fake. You know what I mean? If you can't move with me, then step aside. I might take it off one day, and if you can't keep up, you're gonna get left behind. Yeah, you might take off one day. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Because so many people think they're entitled to certain things. Well, I've been told you're supposed to do this for me. You know, who told you that? Who is that person? Oh, they. They don't make your relationship. You and that other person make the relationship. Again, what works for me may not work for you. So, as much as I'm saying dating rules, the rules that are for my family and my relationship are for mine. It will be different for some. Nobody else is going to be identical to me because I'm just awesome like that. But you know, y'all are not going to be identical. You may have some similarities. You may say, yeah, I like that. I don't like that. You know, and that's fine. You know, because y'all lame. But anyway, he said communication is the best thing in any relationship. Exactly. That's why you have a conversation about bills and etc. And you guys sit down and decide as a husband and wife how you all would do things in your household, as long as both are in agreement. That's all that matters. I got to heart that one up. Be careful of those male or female that is too worried about an image on social media. Yeah, because people want that perfect image of everything is great. You never argue, none of that stuff. What's up, Ronald? I appreciate you coming through. Do me a favor, hit that share button, invite somebody. Appreciate you finding the spot. You know, it's like whoever told you that, get them to do it for real. You know, because on both sides, you're not entitled to nothing. You know, ladies, you're not entitled for someone to just, you know, woo you and lavish you with gifts because they want to impress you for your presence. No, you should have that same passion. If that's what your expectation is, you should be contributing that same thing. If you want somebody like, yeah, I want you to buy me gifts and chocolates and foods and all this stuff, and that, you need to be ready to do the same thing. Don't be like, I know you took me to Ruth Chris, but I'm going to take you to Crystal's. You are out of pocket. You know, and don't tell me certain activities is what you're doing to compensate for the money part, because that's not a one-way street. That is a mutual benefit. Get your mind right. So don't go putting your hot dog in someone's birthday cake because I'm on lockdown. If you can't wait for me, please lend this peacefully. Don't go getting good elsewhere. Well, those are also with expectation, is that if that is what you are looking for, be open and honest. I think Lazandra said that in the beginning. It's like, be authentic from the beginning. If you're not about monogamy, don't tell them or don't sell the monogamy bit. There's plenty of people that are okay with whatever lifestyle you really want to be about. Just be honest about it. Don't say, well, I really want to be monogamous, but I want to do some slick stuff on the side. Don't waste nobody's time, man or woman, you know, because you just need somebody or you see somebody who looks like a potential victim or will fall for your BS. Many a relationship is doomed because of that. Because people don't want to be honest about, hey, I really didn't see this going past a physical thing, but I just didn't want to say that to you because you would not have allowed it to be physical. and that's, you don't let the person have the be able to make the choice, the ability to make the choice. Am I okay with that, or am I not okay with that? You take that decision away from that person being fake and lying about that. You know, I agree. You should not let social media define your relationship. Ouch! I hate to hear that, man. But we'll keep you lifted in prayer. But I appreciate you in your spirit. You know, take care of house and home. I'm not asking somebody to take money out of their family mouth to go to my site. But I do appreciate the support of the people. Do what you can handle. When you can handle it, then, you know, that'll be a different story. If, you know what I mean, there is no support. But right now, I understand your position. And so don't get me wrong when I say I just want to give credit where credit is due for the people who are supporting me. Welcome, Walter. I see you. It's raining over there. I thought it never rained in Southern California. That's what they tell me. I appreciate that, Travis. I'm gonna hold you to it, but I appreciate that. You know, stay safe out there. I've been open arms from the start. Let it be known that I'm on lockdown, but the individual go get his hot dog. Yeah, I don't respect that, you know, and understand that's another mystical stereotype that women need to make men wait. No, no. It was a mutual thing. Nobody made me wait for nothing. I wanted to wait, you know, so don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused that that's like exclusive to women, you know, that they have some magical power to withhold or no. That's training that they were taught years and years ago, and they just run with it because they can hide under that umbrella of bullcrap. No, yeah, everybody was on. Yeah, everybody's real and fake is different. Everyone loves to say, "I keep it 100." I keep it real, all that stuff, and they fake it in a $3 bill. Um, oh, you're up north. That's why. With the trucking. Gotcha. Um, Gotcha. I hear you, and that's why we family, we peoples. Travers, I know that. Oh, got you. Sorry to hear that. Let me know if you need anything as far as Lasandra. You know, get that immune system up. Take the medication, Tylenol them up. You know, if they have them on any time of antiviral medication, do that. Do not take that dang vaccine. That's my recommendation. But you said everybody's not fake. It's our judgment that sucks. That plays a part in it too. Um, but hold on. Let me see if I can do that here. Forgive me for the clicking sound that y'all may be hearing. There she is. Cheesy Poof is in the building. You missed a couple of the lines, but we're talking about dating rules for you single people. You know, kill all the old rules, mystical stereotypes, expectations, and contributions should be equal. Don't expect something you ain't willing to contribute. And don't tell me that, well, I'm a girl, I can't do this. I'm a guy, I'm not supposed to do this. If you have expectations for it, you should be willing to do that, give that as well. Oh, his job is affected. Got you. He's one of those essential workers and whatnot. asked me asked him if he getting some essential extra pay. You know what I'm saying? So definitely hope that he's being safe out there. But yeah, I'll apologize. It's not, it's not like Amazon Prime where y'all can get it like next week. I'm actually still waiting on my stuff that I've ordered. It should be here by Saturday. But yeah, I can't wait to order that face mask that I got. So check out the shop. I have it clicked there. Just go ahead and click there, and you can check it out. I got a white version and a black version of it. I like of course, the black version because I'm blackity black because I'm black, y'all. But no, I don't know. White always gets dirty too quick for me. I always end up spilling some ketchup on it, and then it's done. But that's just me. If you can keep the white clean, you can grab the white one. But you said I had a female spend a weekend with you. All right, and you held out. She stopped speaking to me after she left. Her plan was to give me the cookies and then try to use that as leverage to move in. Like, yes, you was up on game. That's knowledge right there, wisdom right there. You already know what's going on. You know what I mean? And both play them games. I know dudes that just sit around and go from person to person, using them up until they find something new and move into that person because they're desperate or they, so want company that they'll take anything. You know what I mean? He said, hey man, I'm not making a man wait. When I start dating, I say at the top of my life, there's no misunderstanding. Don't cheat on me and then say I'm a man. Exactly. That's a myth. Men cheat. That's garbage. That's some Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey crap. Run from that dude that says, well, I'm a man. You full of crap. That's what you are. If it's just an excuse to get naked. You love me, then wait for me. We can wait together. Bottom line, no lies in that. I said no lies told. Okay, don't know what that stuff is, Walter, but hey, if that helps with this situation, I'm all for it. He's talking about garlic, manuka honey, radishes, and real black licorice. He said a little sugar in your grits, that works too. Yeah, it makes it taste like cream of wheat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that one. I like the one, not the one where it's like Freddy Chico all over the place, but the one where it's just right there in the middle. Yeah, I like that one. I'm gonna have to scoop that one up. But yeah, like I said, I can't wait to get the stuff in so I can, put hands on it and show y'all what we're working with. More than likely it'll be Monday's show when I get the stuff in. You know what? And I'm waiting for her because I had a conversation with her too. You said I had words with Sonya today because she thinks if a man doesn't try to get a wife like that, then he's not doing the word. I said that is false, and she called me damaged in the woman hater club. She is wrong, and she said she's going to be here, so she's going to see the replay. And I'm like, I let her know, if, and I'm not saying it because I'm talking to you on this live, but you have a lot more patience than I do. And if you got to that point, you done gave her enough chances. Now, you see she ain't here, or she's in some watch party that I don't know of. So if you're seeing this, Sonya D, bring it. You said you were ready. I don't see you. Let's go. I'm taking no prisoners, and just so people don't forget, y'all lucky. I'm running out of spots to put this thing. Oh, I'll have to put it here.
We knocking out all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.
Yo, Chico, expose these clowns.
Sorry about that.
We knocking out all bums.
Uh-oh.
In here.
So I have a copy.
Yo,
It caught. It's gonna say it a couple times because oh man, we're gonna work on that. That's a work in progress there, but make sure y'all can hear me. Testing. So alcohol is welcome. Make sure y'all can hear me. I think I sent the sound out a little bit on that one. Jack Daniel. All right, so my sound is okay. I'm gonna go to my last point. My last point. You can hear me? Okay, cool. I'm like, I can't hear myself, so I don't know. Okay, cool. The last point is do your research. You know, so many people sit there and they only focus on certain things in the relationship. Guy only looking at, okay, what they present to you. You need to know about past relationships. You need to know about their family structure, how their parents are. A lot of times people want to say they fall away from their parents, but most of the time there's certain characteristics that you can see in their parents that they're going to follow. And if you're not okay with it with their parents, more than likely you're not going to be okay with them. Not everybody falls under that rule, but 100%. But it's a good guy to go, okay, hey, their dad does this or their mom does this. Am I okay with that? And put it into two categories: a major category and a minor category. Major category means if they're doing that, it's a wrap. I can't deal with that. It's a done deal. And minor is I don't really like it, but I'm okay if they never change this thing about them. It may be a mild irritant, and understand the difference between the two. Don't treat a major like a minor, and don't treat a minor like a major. If you're honest with yourself and you're like, this, I cannot live with this, let them know so that they can make a decision and you can make a decision like, if we cannot fix this before we go any further, let's go and knock it out. Let's go and cut this off. And things that are minor is like, hey, no one's perfect, but I can live with this if they never change this feature or this aspect about them. So if Cheesy Poof is still on there, please tell your girl Tanya about this one. I think that will bless her in her pursuit, if she's still pursuing. Because also you got to be genuine to yourself on, do you really want to, be with someone that's this, or do you want somebody who's going to give you special treatment? Again, going back to the expectation contribution, you expect them to contribute way more than you expect yourself to contribute. So why can't people see that having other bear an unnecessary heavier load is an abuse? Because they've been used to it. If you've been told for years you don't have to do nothing, the other person has to do everything, the temptation there to be lazy and not do anything for yourself is high. It takes a high character person to overcome that temptation. Bottom line. But people don't want to be honest about that because there's too many people taking advantage of, oh yeah, I can go on 30 dates. None of these dudes know I'm about the other people. I'm just getting free food, free expensive food, lavish gifts because we've been told that's what we're supposed to do. When you're dating, you should be trying to find out who that other person is, not trying to impress them and, making financial decisions that could, be detrimental to both you and that other person. Ain't got nothing to do with that person's character, ambition, goals, dislikes, likes, weaknesses, strengths, none of that. And the area that you need to go to, like say, you're not gonna find out about nobody at a movie because both of y'all need to be watching the movie, and for the most part, when you go to a dinner or whatnot, there's gonna be a lot of times you're gonna be interrupted by the waiter. That you're not gonna really get a good view of the other person. How about let's go to the park? How about let's go on a walk? Get some exercise. Do some cardio, what have you. At the same time, but you get to know the person. And hold on, what's going on here? Yes, you need to know the family structure. Have a strong family structure. I had an ex get mad because how close I was to my family because she had no family structure. Boom. And that's another thing because then you also know how they interact. You have some people that are not close with their family. And they're looking at you like, why are you, talking to your mom every week? Why are you having phone calls with your dad every week? Your brother, cousins, when they don't have that with their family. And for them to understand that there are differences out there, and not to say one is better than the other or one's right, one's wrong, is different. And you bring a different marinade, borrowing from Radical Love term, to this relationship, and they both need to be acknowledged and addressed. Is it a major, a minor, or acceptable if a woman's playing with her man's bottom frequently? Okay, that is a personality thing because some people don't like PDF. You know what I mean? So it will depend on that particular person on what their likes and dislikes. I'm not a big fan of overly PDF type situations, but that doesn't mean I don't love my wife. Some people like to go over the board because they want to be a spectacle. Want people to look at them. That's just not me. But if that's okay with both of y'all, do you? That depends on that particular man, if he's okay with it or not. But I appreciate everybody's contributions. Please do me a favor, hit share, and let people know about it. This will be, it's official. This show has we're on the page now. We're no longer on the timeline when doing this. Appreciate everybody who came through. Yolanda with the E, Aishan, Ahmed, D Smalls, Lizandra, Travers, Cheesy Poov, Lizandra. Did I say Walter? Tony the Storm. And no one came on YouTube this time. Like the time I'm ready for YouTube, not a one. But I know they're gonna see the replay, and appreciate y'all as well. We come live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday is religious topics. Wednesday is relationship topics, and Friday is no holds barred. Friday we are talking about is there really such a thing as homophobia? That is Friday's topic. You don't want to miss it. Oh shoot, is there an echo? Hopefully there was no echo. Have I been echoing this whole time? Hopefully that wasn't the case. He said dating is tough for you. Too many straight women too many straight women being like a guy. like being a guy. I don't know about that one. But yeah, that's going to be our topic Friday. You don't want to miss it. It's not something that I sugarcoat. We're going to talk about it. Because a lot of people like to throw that term out to get. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, Sean. To get this favoritism and people to feel sorry for them or what have you. You don't like what I'm doing, so you call it this. We're going to discuss that. So if you have anybody that you think may be interested in that, let them know. I'm still working on trying to get the Instagram up. Haven't got it to where I want it to be, and again, getting the YouTube as well. But do me a favor, make sure y'all registered as and I got your topics, Lizandra. I will get them on the calendar soon, so that when you register to be a member, you'll get access to this calendar, so you can see that, and also network with other Freddy Chico people. And you have membership has its benefits. You get access to certain things that everyone else does not. And possibly in the future discounts on the shop and incentives that way. But other than that, I appreciate everybody. I don't want y'all to think like me, but I do want you to think. You're never too big to learn. As D Small shirt says, you're never too big to learn. You're never too small to teach. Anyone can learn something. I learn something every day. And I try to strive to learn something new constantly. I will see you guys on Friday with a new hard-hitting topic. We knocking out all bums, and we not taking no prisoners. We coming for everybody. Understood? Let's see here. So, clear that one out. Again, all minds and hearts are clear, as my pastor would say. What's going on? Luxurious came in at the last second. Go ahead and check that replay out. Check out my store. I expect to hear from you, brother. Let me know if something that you see you like, or you have any suggestions. I'm still waiting on my chain you're supposed to be making, my rope chain. Taz, I appreciate you coming in here at the last second, but check out the replay. I broke down the rules of dating, and it's going to be mind-blowing when you check it out. But I'm still waiting on my chain, Melvin. So hit me up on that one. Let me know what's going on, what the status is on that. But other than that, I will see you guys Friday with the new topic, no holds topic. And, invite a friend, like and share, so you get the make sure the notification is on the page, not on my timeline. Follow the page so that you can get the update that we are live. Other than that, y'all be easy. Chico out.
We knocking out all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.
Yo, Chico, expose these clowns.